To welcome you to the stage first, our co-founder and strategist of Curio. Come on up. You'll have to explain where you've been, a bit AWOL, because I was trying to reach you before today to speak to you about your session. Couldn't find him anywhere. I found Elli though. Come on up, Elli Tuominen. She is our co-founder and strategist of Curio, Helsinki. Welcome, Elli.
Thank you.
So luckily I got to speak to Elli, but Jari was missing in action somewhere over in lovely Bali, I believe. I'm not sure if you want to share the reasons for your little side trip, but was it lovely there?
It was really lovely, but I'm more than glad to be here in Singapore with all of you.
Fantastic. So welcome to the stage. We're going to leave you with Jari and Elli, and they're going to talk to us about the trends in social media. Please make them welcome.
Super psyched to be here talking to you about social media marketing trends with a little bit of addition of the artificial intelligence and how that has sped up these trends. I'm Jari Lahdevuori, the creative director, one of the co-founders, and I'm here with
Elli Tuominen. I'm the strategist and also a co-founder. And so I was just looking that we have like 25 minutes and 68 slides, so good luck to you all on that.
We come from Curio, a social-first creative agency, and we have just a bit of background about us in a very Allison style, bigger is better. So let's have a look at the video. Maybe this will wake you also up after the lunch. So as Alison said, mention all the awards. Presumably all of them were there, at least some of them.
So we do work with clients across the globe from all different industries, so whether that's manufacturing steel or fast-moving consumer goods. So that's us.
And as said, we focus on social media, but in addition to that, we have built our own AI unit already back in 2016. So we're going to talk about AI also a little bit in our presentation here. But the main topic is social media trends. Why should all of you be interested in the first place? So we all know that a majority of our time spent on whatever types of media is being spent on social media, no matter the market. We know that it is a rather important place for most of us, at least the millennials and the Gen Z. And of course, those places, those platforms that we spend our times on in social media vary depending on whether you're a younger one or a bit older one. We know that digital ad spend has been increasing. It's been like 3 percentage points over the last 20 years each year, and in pandemic it was like 5 percentage points. We know that many or most of that digital increase is going to social, whether it is social storytelling, whether it is short form videos, whether it is influencer marketing. And of course, we know that there are many social media platforms that marketers are interested in. This graph taken from WARC, and as can be seen, TikTok is the #1 for marketers this year. But what we're going to talk about here is a report that we put out at the turn of the year together with the Network One. This was the 3rd installment of our annual report. And each year we've had the honor to interview experts throughout our network and ask them about the trends that they see in their particular markets. We had 25 agencies, 40 experts participating, some of the agencies here, even some experts represented here. Thank you to each and every one of you. And from those interviews we compiled a set of trends, 10 in particular. But for this session here, we've updated it a little bit with AI, how AI, especially generative AI, has sped up those trends. So here they are, the 10 trends that we compiled based on those interview reports. Now we'll dive into 5 of these here in this session. But before we do, let's have a look at the AI part. Now all of you have presumably already integrated ChatGPT into your line of work, like everyday line of work. And here we gave it a little challenge to write down those 10 social media trends. Some of them were rather similar to those that our experts gave to us in those interviews, but we still feel that the interviewees did a better job, so let's not go too deep into the ChatGPT's answer at this stage. First, we'll start with presumably the most important trend. If we can get the slide moving. If you can change the slide to the next one, please. The first trend is how social is taking over search, or how search is going social. There is a massive shift in the way people behave with their search behavior. Now, to summarize this trend, we have Gabi Arriaga from one of the agencies who got involved in our report, have her say in a little video insert. Let's have a look.
I'm Gabi Arriaga, founder of Leonardo 1452 and author of the tool and book Near Future Thinking. Up until 2021, Google was synonymous with search engine, but in 2022, we detected the first signs that this is changing. Today, users, and especially younger users, prefer to search everything directly from social platforms like TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts. Even the restaurants where they will go out to eat is searched on these platforms and not on Google Maps. So in 2023, companies that already employed a traditional SEO strategy must now have a social SEO strategy, giving care to every word they use in the description of their bio, captions, and even the location tags on the content they publish.
So a social SEO strategy, that is a word that you might put at the backs of your head. More people are spending time on social media channels than on search engines, so it makes sense that search is going social. And this is especially true to younger demographics who prefer social channels when doing search. And this goes across all different social media channels. So whether it is Instagram or TikTok or even Snapchat, people are using their search behavior in those channels. Another expert of ours summarized it pretty nicely. Google recently found that nearly half of young people turn to social platforms like TikTok or Instagram for answers instead of searching. The younger audience's purchase journey starts from curiosity, and it is down to brands and marketers to guide them along a path of inspo and ideas rather than brands and products. So there's a total shift in the way of thinking how we do our digital marketing. This study by GWI also highlights the same point. If we look at what are the most important tasks on internet for people back in 2018 compared to 2022, we see that the biggest rise is there in finding new ideas or inspiration from 9th place to the 6th place. So there is a shift happening in the behavioral line. Also, TikTok's own trend report highlighted basically the same thing. TikTok is 1.8 times more likely to introduce users to new topics they didn't even know they liked. So let's say that you're into bread baking. Now you go up and search that on TikTok, and then you end up in that wormhole of bread baking, and then suddenly all your content is sourdoughs and you'll spend your days knee or elbow deep in that sourdough. A little bit of AI update to this one. Presumably many of you know that ChatGPT can be used for SEO. It can also be used for social SEO. Here's a little bit of demo of that. So here I gave it a task starting with, you are a social media marketing expert. Your task is to write SEO optimized copy text for Instagram posts and suggest related hashtags for a makeup brand that is targeting Gen Z audience. And then also gave it the task to suggest some hashtags to use also. So this is a great tool to help you start off, for example, your social SEO strategy and how to make that a reality.
As Jari said, we've been doing this report for 3 years now on a global scale, and this was the first year that B2B really popped up, and that might be because of the first sentence there. So B2B companies might be the biggest winners on social in 2023. And let us hear from Sofia from MG Empower, why that might be.
Hi, my name is Sophia Bunker. I'm a PR and marketing executive at MG Empower. So the most interesting trend for social media and B2B marketing is that B2B strategies are moving from becoming awareness and promotion driven to also offering some kind of value to audiences. In that sense, we predict that education and entertainment will be the two areas that brands will be focusing on the most. And businesses will also understand that they can build a lot more credibility and trust by offering this value to audiences and by showing that they understand that there are people on the other side as well. And this leads to another trend, which is, I suppose, a more humanized approach to content strategies, because in the end, businesses are made of people and people connect with other people, which connect with stories.
So the shift is twofold. Firstly, the buyer journey shift. So traditionally, B2B companies have been really focused on the middle part of the purchase journey or the purchase funnel. And now we see a really growing focus on the upper part of the funnel. So as it says here, to build a sustainable performance strategy, you really need to start thinking and taking care of the upper part of the funnel as well. And then the other side of the shift is the content itself and how to actually humanize that. Inspiring is maybe not a word that you would always use in the B2B context, but as it states here, it gives the company more trust and credibility, but also then it becomes more desirable as a purchase intent.
A little bit of AI update here as well. This is from 1 month ago. LinkedIn has just announced that it will begin using AI to expand its content, beginning with a new initiative called Collaborative Articles, which will use AI-generated prompts to help start a conversation. So here's a demo of how that will look. So to get your B2B experts, for example, participate in those conversations to boost their personal and brand profiles, these AI-generated prompts help to start those conversations. So let's say that there would be a prompt for social media marketing related stuff, and let's say that I would have been vocal on those issues on LinkedIn. Then it would prompt me a notification, maybe you want to participate in this particular article. So in many ways, the platforms themselves are making this easier for B2B companies as well.
We in Curio like to think that B2B is kind of the new B2C, and that seems to be especially true for social now in 2023.
Definitely. Third trend that we wanted to highlight here is that metaverse will grow via social. That is something that many of our experts said. We all know that the metaverse kind of like spiked during last year. This is true to many of the different technologies, let's say NFTs and so forth. But still, the marketers, this is per Work's Marketer Toolkit, are still going to invest in the metaverse also this year. This is also true, kind of like that marketers are interested in metaverse. Per our study, which we did with Cannes Lions last summer after the award show. 11% of the Cannes Lion winners used metaverse technologies as part of the campaign. Now that's massive, considering that metaverse had just been dubbed as a term. Here we see a rundown of the different technologies that relate to metaverse that had been used in those campaigns. So a lot of those low-hanging fruits, gaming, which marketers are really used to, and also AR and VR. From Laura from MX Group. With Meta set to launch its AR-enabled glasses, we can expect the company to start pushing more AR tools on Facebook and Instagram to get its best creators creating for the metaverse. So these social media channels are pushing these metaverse technologies little by little into their platforms. This table is from Weiner Media's report, and we can see that Twitter had introduced ability to use verified NFTs as their profile picture back in 2022. Reddit onboards up to 3 million new Web3 users with its Reddit avatars, and Instagram has announced the digital collectibles. These are just some of the examples of how social media channels are moving us as marketers and users towards metaverse little by little. Also, AI has a role to play. Snap, just 2 months ago, hints at future AR glasses powered by generative AI. So with the help of generative AI, you could really scale the production of those different AR lenses that are happening, because it takes away all the designer work if you can just push a button and then a whole world would open before your eyes. But to summarize kind of like the whole metaverse thing with its relationship to social media this year, let's hear it from China, from James Hebert from Highlink UK.
Hello, my name is James Hebert. I am MD of Highlink, the first natively Chinese digital agency to move west and establish in Europe. Now, in the past, China looked west to copy innovation, but we're seeing how the West now looks to China for what the future holds in social media and digital innovation. So how should brands approach the metaverse in 2023? After nearly 3 years of intermittent lockdowns, NFTs have allowed brands to connect with Chinese consumers in the digital realm, surpassing any lockdown-related restrictions that may prevent consumers from experiencing their products offline. For example, Chinese social media platform Red launched R-Space, dedicated to virtual fashion where users can buy, sell, and try on NFT clothing. So embracing NFTs will not only show a brand's commitment to innovation and creativity, it'll also expand their target market, reaching consumers who may not already be able to afford their products offline. We predict that the intersection of NFTs and social media will only become more closely interrelated in 2023.
In addition to that great summary by James, one of the interesting findings many of our experts highlighted was the use of virtual influencers kind of as a gateway also to metaverse with its avatars and so forth. Instagram also highlighted this in their own trends report. Over half of Gen Z social media users plan to get fashion or beauty inspiration from digital avatars or influencers in 2023. Now this graph from Statista from the turn of the year is also an eye-opener, at least for us it has been. Over a third of consumers in the US have bought a product or service promoted by a virtual influencer. So that is really happening.
How many of you have a show of hands?
How many of you are following virtual influencers?
Nice.
Nice. But it's happening, and this is a staggering pie chart. AI helps here also. This is a campaign that we just rolled out 1 week ago for our client in Helsinki. A virtual influencer done solely with the help of generative AI. So AI is helping in many ways also this trend. This has been a really, really interesting project and hope to see the whole fruitful things that will come of it. On with the fourth trend here, prolonging the success of short-form video, which has of course been a big thing over the past years as well. Let's hear it from Barcelona, from Alex.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Casanovas, Digital Director at Atrevia in Barcelona. One of the trends in 2023 will be short-form videos, probably the king format for this year. The short videos have been popularized by TikTok, and now other platforms such Instagram with its Reels or YouTube Shorts are giving prominence to this format and promoting it through the algorithm. Brands must capture the attention of users through impactful, clear and concise audiovisual content that hooks during the first seconds. It will be essential within the brand's content strategy to focus on producing videos in vertical format that go straight to the point and with subtitles, since many users will view them without sound.
Now, unsurprisingly, the AI has quite a lot to offer to this. Let's hear it from Alex.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Casanovas, Digital Director at Atribia in Barcelona. One of the top trends in 2023 will be short-form videos, probably the king format for this year.
Now, this is something that I did for the first time using Synthesia, the platform here, in just like 2 minutes, based on that interview by Alex that we just took a look at previously. Now, TikTok has of course been a main driver in this prolonged success of short-term videos. It has totally changed the way those short-form videos are being done and produced and cut and edited and so forth. And we know that those are superbly addictive, and the same style and aesthetic has been then spreading to other social channels from Instagram and so forth. We know that people stay on those platforms, they open them up on a daily basis. I'm not talking about TikTok here. And this is my favorite. If you were to choose between TikTok and TV or streaming services, which one would you choose? Kind of like your desert island choice. Now, bear in mind that this sample has been collected from TikTok users, but still, it goes to show how important it is for the younger generations. Alex, who will be taking the stage soon after us, highlighted pretty nicely in his answers that there is a need for storytelling which once again needs clever and economical answers. Imagine doing a TV spot every other day.
A good point.
A really good point. Now, AI, of course, comes to help with this thing here. As mentioned, the Synthesia platform that we saw earlier on with the Alex video, like all other AI platforms, it's not that expensive and it is super easy to use. So we totally encourage everyone to try them out. Now, the things that are happening within the whole video generation thing is just mind-bendingly amazing. This is a video that I took from Twitter 2 months ago, just showing how low budget you can go and create incredible things with the help of AI. This is an even more incredible example. So you see the original input, which could have been shot by me in my hotel room, and then these reference mood boards done with Midjourney and then mixed here, combining these two. It's amazing. But it doesn't stop there. That's just where it begins. Exactly 1 month ago, GPT-4 was released, and one of the main benefits of that is what it does to video generation.
So for our final one, today we had quite a few trends about metrics and analytics, but this is probably the most interesting one. So predictive analytics, that has been a thing obviously for finance or insurance businesses, is coming to marketing and communications, and indeed will be helping us to negotiate those budgets with the clients, because now we have more tools to actually predict how the outcome of the investment is going to look like, and not just looking at the rear mirror. So, and this is obviously will be done by clients with probably first-party data, but there are already apps using third-party data available, powered by AI again, so have a look. We've been building our own at our office, so this seems to be coming. It's not here yet, but look out for predictive analytics.
So 10 trends in total. You'll get the report. It's on the slide, next slides. Go and have a look. And once again, I would like to thank all of the agencies who chipped in yet again and all the experts, especially Alex here. Now, I will end with just a few short snippets regarding the GPT-4 that was released a month ago, just to highlight what sort of amazing things it is capable of doing. These examples are compiled a day after it was released. So things that people just straight off when they started using GPT-4, what they were capable of doing. Building a website based on a drawing on a napkin with no prior experience in coding, doing the snake game. Us Finns from the land of Nokia feel really ashamed of this example. And this is my favorite. This goes to the US people from US in the audience and your legislative system. Building a bot one-click lawsuits to sue robocallers for $1,500. Imagine receiving a call, clicking a button, the call is transcribed, and 1,000-word lawsuit is generated. Now that was built in just, no time.
That's money's worth.
Indeed. So there you go. Go and grab the report if you haven't seen or done that already. Thank you all. That's all from us.
We made through the slides.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elli. Thank you, Jari.